My race against death was a blur, a flash of jumbled images set to a single, clear thought. Breathe. Hardly surprising. Our bodies often shut off all non-essential functions when they were fully focused on an objective. And one of those non-essential functions just happened to be my brain. I was running on pure instinct, and I only later managed to piece together what had happened with the help of my suit logs. The canyon was painfully long and straight. A fork or two in the path was apparently too much to hope for, and the bugs were relentless. We sprinted as fast as we could, burning through stems in an attempt to keep some distance between ourselves and the herd. Some of the bugs probably veered off into empty caves along the way, buying us some time, and the fact that they didn't have any flyers was a godsend. I started to come to my senses around an hour later, when the path finally split off in two different directions, left and right. Most of the squad collapsed to the ground, breathing ragged. Only Foxy and Valkyrie remained standing. Foxy spotted some rusted rails hidden beneath the long blades of grass, a clear sign of civilization. I asked the rest of the squad to give me their grenades and keep running, and they were only too happy to oblige. Well, at least they were after Valkyrie barked an order. I ended up with a sizable arsenal on my hands. I hurriedly tied them together with a piece of cord, rigged up a motion-triggered detonator, sprayed everything with a single-use lure, and planted the whole thing at the wall by a false turn. With any luck, my little improvised weapon would set off a collapse. I made it half a mile along the rails before I felt a shudder through the earth and heard the roar of a landslide. That would hopefully slow the bugs down. I came to my senses again a few hours later, when the canyon finally widened out into a massive crater. Clearly the result of a plasma strike. You could still make out what had once been an industrial complex along the scorched, molten edges. This had most likely once been a mining site. The more distant tracks had probably been dismantled bit by bit as the nearby ore veins had depleted. That would be why there were so many caves around here too. The swarm had hit the jackpot. "One last sprint," I said over general comms, trying to sound encouraging. "Who's still got stems left?" Nobody, apparently, other than Valkyrie, Foxy, and Malta. Looked like the girls had come better prepared than the guys. "We'll share what we have then. Otherwise, we're all dead." I jabbed a syringe into my body and tossed another few around. Valkyrie only had one left, but Foxy and Malta managed to scrimp together enough for the three of them. "Head for that building there, the one that looks like an office," I carried on. "There should be an executive bunker inside. Take cover there and activate your chemospheres. And don't touch the door." "How could you possibly know that?" Troy snapped, his nerves at their limits from the pressure.